welcome to the EEPROM 9. Today we have a teardown, and this teardown is courtesy of my little supercomputer project, because I need the guts of this. So we have an old, I'm guessing that's 3 Betacom answering machine from God knows when, because, well, there is actually old photos of when basically I was a baby and there was an answering machine next to the telephone. We're talking about, this is the sort of thing that didn't make it out of the early 90s. So I've already removed the screws because watching things, you got volume on the side, you know, standard. You got your telephone line in the back. I'm not sure how that would loop through to your actual telephone. I'm sure there'd be some adapter cable or something. You'd think it would go into here, then come out to the telephone or something. You got your 9V DC, centre negative, because they hate you. Nothing, just usual boring like crap they stick on the bottom. Made in China, because, well, made in China has existed forever. Open it up. The control system is quite simple, and I quite like the fact there's a little user guide right there on the actual thing, telling you how to use it, which is actually quite good because, well, I wouldn't know how to use an answering machine. I've never actually... The only place I've seen them operating is in The Simpsons and in films. Aside from that, yeah, it's a thing of the 1980s as far as I'm concerned. And then, of course, they use these lovely little dictaphone cassettes. I don't have many players for these. Now, obviously, this one isn't going to be powered up or anything, but yeah, that's how it fit in. But yeah, this is the mechanism we want, because we're going to turn it into like a mini reel-to-reel tape player type thing. So we're actually going to use our 3D printer to print fake spool wheels that we can then mount onto here. And then we have a reel-to-reel unit up there. And we're also going to put a nice grill with some valves in it. We're going to really tart it up and make it look very retro-futuristic. So yeah, fun. So this is the main bit we want. We don't care too much about the rest of the electronics. So this is a one-way teardown, basically. So we flip it open, and we have the tape mechanism, which is barely bigger than the tape. You know, even normal cassette tape mechanisms, you know, there's the tape for comparison. It's like, yeah, you could fit maybe 2 tapes in a total area this thing takes up. It's interesting, actually. We got the button control going to the speaker. We got the motherboard with your opto-isolators and relays and the usual sort of stuff you see in telephone equipment. You know, transformer there, which is, I'm not entirely sure what that's for. Oh, that's going to be isolation, isn't it, from the telephone line? Because isolation is kind of important, because the telephone line operates at something like 60 odd volts. And of course, this thing's built to such a high quality, there's hot snot everywhere. There. Probably some more over there. Yeah. So someone had a good time with their hot glue gun. And apparently we have a date code of 9633. People were still using answering machines in the late 90s. Now that does surprise me, because we weren't. I don't know what that chip is. That's going to be the processor. So it's basically a single do-everything dog chip. We've got an interesting array of 6 transistors here. What transistors are they? They are A733, not a transistor variant I recognise. And they're not even all the same either. So that's interesting. You got usual capacitors and all that jazz, but let's start taking this thing actually apart. We could just liberate the bit we really want, which is this. So we'll liberate that first. And we got some wires. I might want to keep the cable loom actually quite long because I'm going to be actually running the motors and stuff and all that good jazz. It's quite a neat little unit actually. Kind of, you know, 3 screws hold it in. Boom. And here we go. And we're going to have some sort of solenoid actuator that pushes this forward. I can't see where the solenoid is in it, because there's the springs. That's actually very interesting. Unless does this operate on the mechanical thing, where rather than using a solenoid, this will spin round a certain amount and then then the gearing pulls this in? Because I see wires going up to here, motor, and to this circuit board here. Which the screwdriver won't fit in. Oh, we're investigating something. Let me just retrieve another screwdriver set from underneath an avalanche of stuff. Yeah, as you can see. I very much have a messy desk in common with Big Clive. God, all the screwdrivers have gone out of order. Probably fell on the floor a few times. As you can see, the supercomputer is calculating away. There we go. So what's under this? Is it a solenoid? Because if it's not, then it means this does not use a solenoid. No, it goes to a IR equivalent of a Hall effect sensor. I forget what the actual proper term is. IR receiver and transmitter. And great, that's a non-magnetic screw. Why the hell did someone think it was a good idea to design non-magnetic screws? And I just dropped the screw. I retrieved it back. It landed on my gym down bottom. So, ooh, it's not lost. So that's interesting. It doesn't use a solenoid like I thought it might. Ah, yeah, that's how it does it. See that? It's entirely mechanically operated. Well, well, well. Yeah, you can kind of see it on the camera. I'll bring it closer so you can see it easier. Let's retrieve it from this first. So I need some wire clippers to remove the cable tie. I don't actually want to trim through the wires because I want to use this to control it. Although it looks like I might only need to use the motor, but you know, if there's bits where you can see inside, having a few wires floating around isn't a bad thing. Okay, that's more closer in line. So when he spins round, there we go. We got a clever way of how it plays back the tape. It's entirely a mechanical mechanism. Actually really nice. This is exactly what we want. It's the right size. It's not too big. It's not too small. It'll fit on top of him quite nicely. Now I could modify it and do a fully custom solution, but it's easier to use a ready-made solution on that. So yeah. So I'm going to do some snippety snips of the wires down on the circuit board. Now unfortunately my all my snips, because they're cheap nasty ones, are kind of all a bit crappy. But we have liberated the little tape mechanism. Now we could actually use it with an actual tape in, which would be kind of cool. But there is a bit of a problem with it. Hey, what do you know? The belt is interesting. It's not the belt slipping. So I'm not sure what was... Oh, because it was at the end of the tape. If we wanted it to actually spin around, we would. There we go. And then you can see the tape is actually rotating round and round. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, we got a nice little mechanism that we can put like that internally. It'd be nice if it was a bit wider, but I did think about using a full-size tape mechanism, but well, a full-size tape versus that, because I do have a full-size tape mechanism in the parts bin of the shed. You know, that would be a little on the too big side. You know, I kind of want it to sort of fitting in line with the actual size of it. Which is why I thought dictaphone. And what do I have that has a dictaphone tape drive in it? Answering machine. Yeah, we got the coaxial tape head. In fact, interestingly, the tape head looks like it's 2-track. Oh no, it's 1-track. But it has more than one coil in there, that's for certain. The rest of it is, you know, your pretty standard nondescript 1990s circuit board, and yeah, that's going to probably be some kind of mask chip. Nothing too crazy exciting. 8-ohm speaker, standard tactile switches, little microphones in there so it could pick up audio, so you could perhaps use it as a speakerphone. Yeah, all quite interesting. I don't see the point ripping the rest of the guts out at the moment, because I can just chuck this back in the junk box and all be good. I've pulled out what I need. It's easier and neater just to keep it as one unit. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, happy tinkering, and feel free to continue ripping stuff out of that for your need projects. Saves 3D printing a custom solution, which is going to be a bit more complicated when you've already got everything you need for the mechanics.